All right, let's get into it. Today, we're breaking down a political spat that's got everyone talking: AOC's Bronx girl claim, the Trump feud, and whether yearbook photos can actually settle a debate. So here's how it all started. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Congresswoman from New York, yeah, you know her, AOC, called for Donald Trump's impeachment after he ordered strikes on Iranian nuclear sites. Trump, never one to hold back, fired back on Truth Social, calling her stupid and one of the dumbest people in Congress. Ouch. But AOC clapped right back on X, tweeting, "I'm a Bronx girl. You should know that we can eat Queens boys for breakfast." Respectfully. A not-so-subtle reference to Trump's Queens roots. But wait, it gets better. Enter New York State Assemblyman Matt Slater. He jumps in, posting a high school yearbook photo of AOC from Yorktown High. His message? If you're such a Bronx girl, why are you in my Yorktown yearbook? For context, Yorktown High is in Westchester County, a suburb almost an hour north of the Bronx. Slater says he's had enough of what he calls her charade and accuses her of creating a false narrative just to score political points. Let's rewind and look at the facts. AOC did spend her early childhood in the Bronx, Parkchester to be exact. But when she was 5, her family moved to Yorktown Heights in Westchester County. Why? Like a lot of parents, her mom wanted better schools and more opportunities for her kids. AOC graduated from Yorktown High in 2007, and she's never exactly hidden that fact. In fact, back in 2018, she tweeted about her upbringing saying, "My mom scrubbed toilets so I could live here, and I grew up seeing how the zip code you're born in determines so much of your opportunity." So is AOC a Bronx girl, or is she really a Westchester kid pretending to be something she's not? Honestly, it's kind of both. She was born in the Bronx, she spent her first 5 years there, but the majority of her childhood, she was living in Yorktown Heights. And when it comes to politics, people love to latch onto these origin stories because they matter to voters. Being a Bronx native or a girl from the block has a certain narrative power. It signals grit, authenticity, and a deep connection to working-class roots. But let's be real. Nobody chooses where they're born or where their parents move them. The real question is, does it matter? Is having suburban roots somehow less authentic? Or does it just make her story more relatable to the millions of kids whose families moved for a shot at something better? The bottom line is, politicians will always have their image questioned, especially when they're as outspoken as AOC. Her Bronx identity is a piece of her story, just like her Yorktown years are. And as for using a yearbook photo as proof, well, that's politics in 2025. So, what do you think? Is AOC's Bronx claim legit, or is there more to the story? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for more breakdowns on the stories that matter. Catch you in the next one.